Your daughter's skirt is so short, who's she trying to seduce? At the kindergarten gate, I was publicly humiliated. I am so mad that I nearly forgot to respond. What nonsense are you talking about? Candace clicks her tongue and grows even more aggressive. Nonsense? Your daughter wears skirts to school every day. She's distracting my son so much that his grades have slipped. Her words leave me utterly speechless. How is her son's failing grades somehow Ava's fault? When I don't respond, she gets bolder. Look at you dressed from head to toe in cheap junk. How can you afford to send your daughter to this elite kindergarten? You must have pulled some shady strings to sneak her in through the back door, didn't you? Has she lost her mind? Since when does Ava need strings to attend the school I built? Watch your mouth, Mrs. Pierce, I snapped. Your son's grades are slipping because of his own issues. It's not anyone else's problem, so stop blaming it on others. I suggest you take him to the doctor to get his head checked. I was usually mild-mannered, but I wasn't a pushover. My retort caught Oliver Pierce's mom, Candace Austin, briefly off guard. She froze for a beat, then pointed at me and shrieked, "How dare you insult my precious son? Look at you dressed up all indecently. You must work at some shady club. Besides, your daughter's barely 5 and wearing skirts at her age. What's that for if not to lure boys?" I couldn't believe this. My office attire was modest and conservative, so how was it indecent to her? To make matters worse, a few nearby parents sided with her. With the crowd backing her up, Candace grew smug. She eyed my clothes and sneered, "You're always the one picking her up. Where's the dad? You aren't some rich man's mistress, are you?" As soon as the words left her mouth, the looks around us instantly shifted. I couldn't help but groan at the thought that they were nothing but a flock of mindless sheep. Are you all living in ancient times? The world only looks filthy to you since your minds are in the gutter. I snapped before grabbing my daughter, Ava Pennington's hand, and turning to leave. "Stop right there," Candace shouted and yanked my bag. "If you think you can just walk away after ruining Oliver's grades, you can think again. Either you explain yourself today, or Ava won't have an easy time at this kindergarten. I'm telling you, Ms. Davies is my best friend, and her family is a shareholder. All it takes is just a single phone call to get Ava expelled." I thought of how Ava had come home a few days ago looking upset and telling me that the new homeroom teacher didn't like her. A cold laugh escaped my lips. Since when did my kindergarten have a nepotism hire? I had to look into it since a teacher without professional ethics would poison the kids and ruin the school's reputation. "Fine," I said. "I'd love to see how you make my life miserable." After shaking off Candace's grip, I led Ava into the car. In the car, Ava kept her head down, tears welling up in her eyes. "Mommy, did I do something wrong? Oliver called me a hussy and said I wear skirts just so he can look. But you bought this skirt and I really like it." Hearing the word hussy come out of my 5-year-old's mouth hurt so much it felt like I was pierced with needles. I pulled her close and comfortingly said, "You did nothing wrong, Ava. The clothes are beautiful, and what is ugly is the people's thoughts. Tomorrow I'm putting you in the prettiest princess dress." After comforting Ava, I called my husband, Harvey Hoffman. "Honey, something happened at the kindergarten today. Madeline Pennington. Can you stop already?" He irritatedly cut me off. "I'm working myself to death for this family, so could you stop bothering me with trivial nonsense? Bye." Before the line went dead, I swore I heard a woman's faint, soft laugh, and my anger flared. Harvey was a matrilocal husband who married into my family. To protect his pride, I had hidden my true identity. To everyone else, I was just a regular office worker from a family that got a little lucky and struck it rich. I had even quietly promoted him to the deputy CEO of Quantum Group. As for this kindergarten, I had built it on a whim and registered it under the group's name, just so Ava could go to a nearby school. It seemed like Harvey had grown so bold that he had the guts to cheat behind my back. The next day, I deliberately dressed Ava in a limited edition tutu and even made sure she had thick legs. Click the link in my bio to get the full story for free.